back. And this video, we're not really gonna do anything. I've been trying to come up with an idea for a while. I wanna do more with epoxy. And I wanna go bigger with epoxy. So this is kind of a test run. Yes, it's a wood bowl with a tenon on the back. Alumilite mold putty 15. 2 parts silicone mold making material. You mix them equal parts by weight, and instead of using the liquid silicone to completely pour all over this, I'm thinking I can get this to work towards more cost efficient, using a little bit of mold putty and a few other materials possibly to strengthen the mold. So first, we have to weigh this out, equal parts 1-to-1 by weight. Maybe I should have done a smaller batch. Whew. Oh my goodness. All right, looks like we got all the stripes out finally. Thank goodness. We are good. Got some stickers in from a buddy of mine. Here's the stuff. Right, come on. I gotta get you some sent out. I ain't forgot about it. I've just been slacking and cutting it up, and I gotta get this on here before it starts curing. And also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover up the tenon, but have a ring coming up also. So packing it around this tenon will also allow me to have a tenon to hook up to right out of the mold. Once you get on there, it's pretty easy to work in. What I'm doing here is kind of smoothing the edges out. That way you don't have any seams. No seams, no leaks. And this up here is going to be the fill level. So we'll already have that tenon down inside. Ounces also. So they are dead on weighed whenever you get them. So I think what I'm gonna do to make this a little bit easier. Lady. Hopefully by now you can kind of guess what I want to do. Mommy, I got Play-Doh on my table. Big boy Play-Doh. Please let this be enough. It's like playing with some really tough Play-Doh. And it's been a few weeks, maybe a month or so since I got on this thing, so we're gonna come back. Let's dishearten. Work smarter, not harder. Comes loose pretty easy. So by now, this is a Hail Mary. This is Alumilite PLAT 25. It's a lot thinner. Mix it 1-to-1, and you pour it in and let it set, and that's it. No problems. So the reason why I'm filling this in is that outside band of silicone is only about 1/2 inch. The inside of my pressure pot is 12 inches. The inside diameter. The bowl that I did the mold on was 11 inches, so I have 1/2 inch each side. Wasn't much wiggle room, so you'll see as I go, I end up having to use a piece of flashing to help hold it on the outside. But the inside of the bottom has to be full, because if you go to putting pressure on a mold with a hollow cavity on the bottom, it's just going to compress the epoxy. It's going to compress the air in that bottom part, kind of balloon it back out, and it'll be interesting to see what you pull out of there, but it won't look like what you put in. So that's why I'm having to fill this bottom piece up, because I'm going to go back and put some flashing around it and then pour more on the top of it and make it perfectly round. Alright, I got that thing glued up good as I can. And going a piece this big, figuring out which colors to use. I'm clueless, so I just got a bunch of blues and greens. Stuff I think will go together. Light blue, medium blues, and then the blue blood, call blue, and the beetle blue. Those are all very nice colors when mixed in with epoxy, so that'll chop it up a little bit. And I'm going to be using the Get Her Done, because I got a feeling this is going to take more epoxy than I want to think about right now. So, Alumilite Amazing Clear 1:1 by volume. Thinking 2 liters will suffice. It went poopy. Please do not be more than this. Good Lord of mercy. I'm gonna set this on slow first. And due to lack of time of not knowing exactly how much this is going to take, we're going to go ahead and get that going. Okay, so we did have some leakage. I've already got some ideas on how to use this thing. So, not much leakage over here. Some right there, but hopefully I can snap this off just the top half, because I can lift the top half off and it'll help keep all these bottoms sealed up. There. That peels right off. But you know, what can you say? I mean, this thing barely fits, and it's only got like a 1/2 inch seal on the outside of it. So there's not much that's going to be holding this thing together. Because the California Air Tools pressure pot that I've got, that's the biggest one that I know of that you can get, and it's 12 inches inside diameter. Yo, this is huge. This is awesome. This is awesome. I honestly can't believe I just did that. This is so freaking cool. This is so cool. I might come back in with some of this mold putty and fill in these little spots right here. I don't know exactly what happened, but you can see the little raised places inside. The tenon, just gotta grind this off, that's excess. Tenon's already on here, it's good to go. So we'll chuck her up and see how she does. I have to wait for that in another video. I got other stuff to do first. See you next time. All right, so I'm actually going to, and I've got to turn this thing a little bit and show you what's on the inside, but I can't leave it hanging like that. So first, I've got to grind a little bit of waste off, because my mortise is already made in the epoxy. My tenon is already made in the epoxy. And before I put the mask on, Mini Magellan with an angle, a carbide on the tip. This thing's great. So all in all, in the bowl mold, it worked out fine that way with having the mold putty for the dome. That way you didn't have to completely fill that thing with the liquid silicone, because that would have took God knows how much. So it worked out great that way, but I'm definitely going to be coming back and revisiting this project, because, and you'll see in just a few seconds, and I'm going to leave you on that note. This thing came out cool. So yeah, definitely a fun little tool to have in the shed, so to say. Well, hope you liked it. Give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, wherever you want to do. I'll see you next time. See ya.